Hey guys, Orange Juice here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a rocket propelled grenade or an RPG. It's very easy and it's very fun to use. If I turn this on right now and I demonstrate, then you can see it is very fun. You can kill a lot of people if you'd like, kill a lot of the village people, if you will. So let's go ahead and get started. This uses a new concept called ray tracing. I'm not using a data pack for this. This will be just default ray tracing, or ray casting actually. What that is it basically casts something in the direction that you're looking, and it continuously goes forward until it hits something. And so they use this for a lot of games like Doom, the first or original like modern day FPS. They used raycasting to render the video. So we're going to use that to make an RPG, and it's actually very simple. If you know the scoreboard right click of a carrot on a stick, then you should be able to do this no problem. If not, let's start from the beginning. So let me remove right click. And basically, you just want to detect when you use a carrot on a stick. That's one of the easiest right-click detection methods in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and add right-click, and then minecraft.used, Minecraft carrot on a stick. So let me turn this off. Scoreboard objectives. I'm gonna show it right now, and you can see that whenever I right-click, then it will advance. So let me reset my score. Set, right click. Alright, so we're going to be using this to run the whole thing. So let me actually let's go to the first command block and set this to repeat, and we're going to do execute as all players with the scores equals right click equals greater than or equal to 1, and then at the person who's running the command, and then we're going to set it anchored eyes so that it summons the ray at our eyes. And for the ray, I'm going to be using an armor stand. So run summon armor stand tilde tilde tilde, and then we're going to add some NBT data to it. So actually, let's start off with marker, and then you set this to, I believe it's 1. Let me check real quick. And basically that will make the hitbox not there, so you can't interact with it. You can also set it invisible, but for this case I'm not going to set it invisible. And then we're going to add some armor items to add the TNT as the head. And if you have an array with 4 things in it, this represents the feet, the legs, the chest, and the head. We're going to add a TNT to it, and basically that will be kind of like a visualizer to see where the RPG is going. And then you have to do count 1, and I believe that is all there is for the first part. And next off, we want to set the rotation. If you kind of remember in my last video about grenades, I talked a little bit about data transferring and modifying. So we're going to do that here as well. We're going to do execute as all players scores equals right click equals 1 dot dot at s, and then we're going to run data modify entity all entities type equals armor stand limit equals 1 sort equals nearest. And then we're going to do rotation instead of motion, so it'll look where we are looking. Set from entity at s rotation, and so that will pull the rotation from it will pull the rotation from us and transfer it over to the armor stand. So that's good. And then next up, we want to reset our score. So basically, all we're going to do is do scoreboard players set all players with the scores equal to right click 1 dot dot right click 0. And why I do 1 greater than or equal to 1 is because if you can click fast enough, you can actually advance, you could advance this multiple, like, by multiple values in less than a tick. And so that's actually not good. You want to make sure that you have greater than, so that it doesn't accidentally like pass the value 1, I suppose. So that's all for the ray tracing. Let's go ahead and TP the ray. So we need some way to, because if I do this right now, oh, is this on? Then it will just stay still, like it's not going to do anything. And oh, I just deleted that. Whoops. We'll just do that. All right. You can't actually interact with the hitbox, so we're going to have to just use a command to delete it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to execute as all entities type equals armor stand at s run tp at s, and then we're going to use the whatever carrots, I believe they're called. If you remember tildes, they used relative positioning. This also uses relative positioning, but like where you're facing. So if I do tilde, or no, caret 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 1, that will teleport it 1 block in the direction that it is facing. And so if we, let's see, if we do this, actually let me turn this on. It'll kill all the armor stands. I'll set the distance to 50. Then as you can tell, wherever I look, the armor stand will kind of just go in that direction, and it's very accurate too. As you can see right here, it works very well. Now we need to get to the explosive part, and that's also very easy. All we need to do is execute at all entities type equals armor stand if or actually unless block tilde 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 air run summon and then TNT tilde tilde tilde. So what that will do is if it senses that the block that it's in is not air, then it will summon a TNT on it, and that's good. Now finally we have to kill the armor stand, because if I were to just run it, it would continuously create a path and continuously explode without ever dying. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to copy this, and instead of at, we're going to do as, and then also do at s, because we need to kill the one who's running it. Oops. Run kill at s. So that should be good. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Let's go ahead and try it. And yep, that works. That's good. And the reason why I did the greater than or equal to 1 is so you can do this. And they are all dying, so let me set this back to 100. Yeah, now you can do this. So that's always fun. Yeah, that's it. You can set the armor stands to invisible. I just set them to visible for the sake of this video, so you can see kind of what was going on. And so now you can see that, yeah, it works, and it's actually a little slow too. So I'm going to show you how to speed it up. If you can see that, like, it takes a while to get to its destination. All you got to do is, this is kind of, I don't know, I just kind of figured this out randomly, but if you just copy these blocks and continuously run them like multiple times, it runs all the command blocks in like 1 tick or something like that. And you can kind of, I guess, run it multiple times, I suppose, and then it would actually make it go a little faster. So as you can see, much faster. It's still not, you know, like instantaneous, but this is more realistic to the real thing. I suppose it's not that slow, obviously. And let's just go up here where the grass is so I can demonstrate the destructive capabilities. So yeah, it's working pretty good. I use a spam clicker in order to get that sort of like, to get that amount of TNT, but if I hold it, this is just holding right click, it's still alright. Let me spam it manually. Still not very fast. I'm sure if you had like jittery hands you could do it faster, but that's it for this video. It's just a really fun weapon of mass destruction. Again, you can go ahead and kill some people if you'd like. Remember, in Minecraft nothing is illegal, and it just uses 6 command blocks. That's minimum, but you can add all of this to give it more speed. Yeah, and that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't, you can dislike. I don't care. See ya.